Well, hello, hello. What's this? What's this? It's not Saturday. It's not Sunday. It's Monday. I will play for you the Monday blues. That's not even blues. I bet you thought I went AWOL, didn't ya? Didn't ya? Well, I didn't, did I? No. Just couldn't find any time or energy to do anything this weekend, 'cause confinement is so fun. So, peeps, this one, I'm sure to your great amazement and pleasure, is not going to be a political rant. It's actually going to be all about my other great passion, aside from ranting, my other great passion and oldest friend, aka music. Why music all of a sudden, you might be asking? Well, actually, I had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday about the various aspects of our normal lives that we're missing now that we're in confinement. And to be perfectly honest, we couldn't come up with very many. And then after our chat, I realized that one of the few things that I really truly missed was, well, two of the things were music and dancing. I can't listen to almost anything these days, as I'm never alone and am pretty much on duty all the time. Needed for housework and helping with children and all sorts of fun and relaxing things. So I also can't dance around like I used to whenever I had any, like even 1 inch of space. This required me to be alone so I could just dance like a crazy person. So I can't do that anymore because all spaces are shared. So this to me is the height of deprivation. I don't know how you feel about it, but for me it's horrendous. I have to confess, the absence of music brings me down a lot. Even during regular times, and now even more so. I grew up with the sound of the old transistor radio blasting folk music. Thanks, Grandpappy, back in the day, and my dad playing his electric guitar every day. So I don't actually think even one day went by during my childhood that music wasn't heard in my apartment. And then came my teens, and music was life. I even needed it to lull me to sleep. I don't think I needed lullabies when I was a baby, but I definitely needed music to get me to go to sleep when I was a teen. And this used to drive my older sister crazy because she needed peace and quiet, and I needed my songs. So because we shared a room, you see, until I was maybe about, 15, 16, I'm not sure. So soon enough I got my own room for said reasons. Said reason was one of the reasons that I got my own room. And that marked the beginning of my true musical immersion or education. I remember it was a tiny room, by the way, like you could barely move in it, but it had everything I needed, all my little knickknacks and things. So I remember like the whole length of I remember that I had a really my treasured hi-fi system. It was like my most prized possession when I was a young person, and it pretty much worked non-stop during high school at least. And I remember CDs stacked the whole length of my shelving unit. Like, forget about anything else, I need my music. And it was like a United Nations of musical genres. We had like, I'm using a lot of like, must be because I'm talking about music and I'm so hip, and people have to say like all the time. So I had old Motown hits leaning against traditional Greek songs. I don't know why, but I decided I needed to get all my traditional music in. And then those were propped up against new agey ambient music, which by the way was what I listened to when I wanted to get to sleep. And then that was next to a CD of remixes of Native American chants. I'm so eclectic. And the name of that particular album was Sacred Spirit. spirit, this compilation that I mentioned, and which by the way, actually I listen to this very day because it's so great. And that was also the very first album that I bought around age maybe 13, I guess, and in cassette tape form, s'il vous plaît. So I had the cassette tape, which was still around when I was a young whippersnapper, and then I got it in CD form. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a very long time ago. I'm so dating myself. Nobody else is. Yeah, so I know I am sentimental. No news there. But that's exactly what good music is about. It's about feelings, about memory, and, well, something that leaves a lasting imprint. And I still listen to all the things that I've just mentioned and more. Music is really, well, I mean, it's a universal language, isn't it? And for me, it really has punctuated every significant moment of my life and all the little moments in between. As many of you may be aware, music has also been shown to have positive psychophysical effects on humans and on plants. And this is all about sound waves and vibrations, according to science. Music reduces stress and anxiety, decreases pain. It may improve immune functioning and aid memory, and it helps us exercise, and God knows we all need to do that right now, right? I'm putting a link below in case you want to read more about that. Actually, all of this is also why I issued the alternate Eurovision challenge on this channel, because I think the world needs music now more than ever. And I am writing my song, by the way. It wasn't just empty talk. I have written most of it. I just need to figure out how to put it to the music that my dad's making for me. And I'm so excited about it. Okay, for real. Honestly, I'd love it if you could join me. Not so much because, not for any selfish reasons. It's because I really think it would be fun for everybody, and definitely something that would uplift us. So you have until mid-May to submit your entry on my YouTube channel, i.e. if you record something, please do send it to me via Skype or email, and I'll put it up on the YouTube. Pro tip, when you're stuck for ideas, get chatting to like a silly friend of yours, or even more than one silly friend of yours, and I guarantee you're going to come up with a whole bunch of ideas. I have one such friend myself. Well, I have more than one such friend myself, but this one in particular, every time I talk to this person, I come up with yet another crazy song parody. So just like randomly chatting to people who are a little bit loopy is a great way to get good ideas for fun songs. So, what are you waiting for? If you have the time and the space, which by the way I don't, but I'm still doing it, right? So if you have the time and the space, go nuts. Let it all out. And while you're at it, why not learn some new moves and tricks? You know, because interwebs, you can learn all kinds of choreography and things. So there's like online singing, dancing, instrument lessons all over the internet. So take advantage of this opportunity, this downtime, and become a musical wunderkind or wonder adult. Do it for me at least. Guys, let me live through you. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Anyway, all dramatic performances aside, in case you're stumped for ideas, feel free to take a look, or rather listen to some of the artists I'm going to link in the description box, because they never fail to inspire and excite me and get me boogieing. So yeah, that's my thing today. It's all about music, because hey, we've had enough of, you know, sad stuff, right? So get moving, get rocking, get your dancing shoes on, and join me in this wonderful journey along the sweet, sweet waves of music. See, I'm totes improving. fear not, this will not feature in my musical video. Au revoir!